most respected, our special guest for today's one-day workshop, Madam Martha R.Ritse, IAS, Secretary to the Government of Nagaland, Department of Social Welfare, and my esteemed colleague, Srimati Kamla Ongchari, member NCPCR, and Madam Yongchin Kamla. He is our member secretary of the commission, as well as she is the additional secretary of the Department of Social Welfare. And my respect also goes out to our resource person, Srimati Somasri Das, advocate, who is an expert in the cybercrime. She came all the way from Delhi. She's representing the National Commission. And in the absence here, Sri Michael Yome will be joining us later. He is the additional SP in charge of cybercrime in the PHQ. And to all the department officials, especially from the director, Monchumi and Raitali and others, and also from the CWC Kohima, Child Helpline, and if there's anyone from district protection for DCPU Kohima. And my respect also goes out to all the head of institutions who have come all the way from different places, from different districts for this important one-day workshop, taking all the pain, trouble, and especially our media fraternity, who are the main tool for dissemination of informations and creating awareness. And ladies and gentlemen present here. Actually, I'll not dwell on the cyber safety and security, since we have a resource person and others will be dealing on that. So I'll just like to share a little bit about how this child rights, protection of child rights has came about. And before I start that, I would like to thank God the Almighty for giving us this day to have this workshop. And also I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the chairperson and the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, New Delhi, for initiating and sponsoring this program with us, with the State Commission. Otherwise, actually we are not in the capacity to organize this type of program due to our financial constraints. Well, in the way back in the 17th centuries, the idea or the concept or the importance of child rights was manifested in France, where they used to address the children as a little man. You know, that's how the concept and the importance of children began to grow. Then later on, at the international level, after the First World War, Nation of League of Nations, they call it, comprising of some few countries, they have taken up seriously about child rights, but then nothing substantial would be done. Then later on, that is after the Second World War, with the formation of the United Nations, this was again given importance and it was discussed. But then later on, only in the year 1989, under the aegis of the United Nations and the UNICEF, during their conference in Geneva, they have adopted a resolution, that is the protection of child rights. So they have asked all the member countries to adopt this protection of child rights. And then later on, in the year 2005, the government of India has adopted this after it was passed in the parliament. And for the first time, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights in India came into being, was established in the year 2007. And subsequently, in 2013, we also instituted this commission. And it's been for the last 10 years now. But here, maybe because of certain reasons, this and that, many are not still aware about the existence of this commission in Nagaland. And when I took over the office in the year 2023, last year, even some friends of mine were also not aware of this commission. But then I told them, see, it's been there for the last 9 years. And now it's going to be 10 years. We never heard about this commission and no. Anyway, it was there, and now with the assumption of this office by the new team, we are trying our best. So within the last 1 year or so, with the limited financial budget at our disposal, we are trying our best to create awareness, especially awareness at different levels. So recently, we could visit some few districts only so far. That is Wokha, Phet, and Peren, and Siminyu. Creating awareness at a school level with the parents, along with the parents, in a small way. Because of our financial constraint, we could not, make it to a district level. So likewise, we are trying our best to disseminate information and create awareness. And we are still prepared to carry on with our work. So recently we also submitted a revised estimate budget to the government, and I hope the government with its wisdom will endorse to it. And then after that, I think we'll start going in full gear, top gear. So these are the few difficulties at the moment that we are facing. However, child rights can never be disregarded. Because see, every home has a children. And every parent, it is the duty of every parent to see the well-being of their children. Likewise, even the brothers and sisters are also a stakeholder to the younger siblings. So in this way, everybody is a stakeholder in the society. And as we are all aware that children are the backbone of the nation. So in order to, create a vibrant society, future society, we need to mold up our children in the right perspective without any fear, without any sense of insecurity for their development, both physically as well as mentally, psychologically. So the Child Rights Commission is one commission which is an autonomous statutory body vested with the legal power, and our main function is to monitor and see that any government policies relating to the children, that is from 0 to 18, below 18 years, are being implemented accordingly in the right earnest. So we are to monitor all these things, and then we are to study the policies of the government and recommendation we also made if there is any. So these are some of the basic functions of the commission. Maybe because of unawareness, many things, unwanted things we have been facing. The last few days also in Kohima, some incident took place like child abuse. And day before yesterday also in Wokha, there was a case of child abuse, which I think we all must have seen in the paper, must have read on the paper. So these are very unfortunate things. So we need to, all of us together, we need to strengthen the commission and also the agencies that are looking after the welfare of the children, like the Child Welfare Committee in all the districts, then Child Helpline, and DCPU, District Child Protection Units. So these are the few agencies that we have. So we need to strengthen them so that such evil practices or those things do not occur again in near future. Likewise, it is the duty and the responsibility of each and every one of us here present to see that we provided a conducive atmosphere to the upbringing of our children, and particularly the institute, those who have come here, head of the institutes and the representatives. We have to be very cautious about these things. And besides that, I would like to also impress upon you, especially the participants of this one-day workshop, that we have an expert on cyber safety and security, one from Delhi and another one from our state, that is Mr. Michael Yonge. Both of them are experts in this field. Therefore, kindly pay attention to their discourse so that we all will learn many things from them. this is my appeal to each and every one of you. And with these few words, I'll end my time here. Thank you so much.
The benefit of a very warm welcome and a special acknowledgement to the teachers and the administrators of the various schools who are here today. This workshop is rightly for you all, and I would impress on everyone to avail of this opportunity and take away whatever, so that, because the topic for today's workshop is really very important in this modern day and age. And like Sir said, Sir has spoken at length about the importance of child's right, mentioning going back to the time where it first started in France and how far we've come along. Now, the importance of child rights cannot be cannot be over exaggerated. Child right is very important, as we all know, and as stakeholders, it is our duty to see that every child gets his right. And in this, when it comes to this, I would say that in this digital age of mobile phones, computers, and internet, which has become an integral part of our lives, it has brought also many other facets in connection with this. While the internet offers immense opportunities, like we all know, for learning, for creativity and connection, it is also, as we all know, increasingly posing a significant risk to our children's safety and well-being. It has also become a source of threat, such as cyberbullying, online predators, inappropriate content, scams, and in many other forms of cybercrime. So these threats can have a lasting effects on our children's mental, emotional, and physical health if left unchecked. So I think this workshop has come at the right time, and I would request all the stakeholders, especially the administrators, the teachers of various schools, to take this opportunity and to identify, because many a times the children are in school most of the time, and they spend very less time at home. So to identify if any such threat exists, and reach out, and also be aware, reach out to the people who are dealing with child rights issues in the state. And also we have a commission here, which is a statutory body which has got judicial power to also pass so many judgments. So taking advantage of all these, I would impress on the teachers and the administrators of various schools to reach out and try in whatever way that you need for any help required. So therefore, I would also like to impress that it is imperative for all stakeholders to take a proactive measure, like I just said, to safeguard our children's online experiences. As parents, as educators, caregivers, and members of society, it is a collective responsibility to ensure that our children can navigate the online world safely and confidently without any threat. They must be equipped with the knowledge and skill to make informed decisions and protect themselves from potential dangers that lurks in the cyberspace. So we have a strong mechanism in place to support, protect, educate, and empower our children to make smart choices, seek help when needed, and ensure that they are exposed to age-appropriate content and interactions. So the issues and the challenges that we would be deliberating on today in the technical session should not end with a one-time discussion or a seminar. Safeguarding our children's safety online requires continued intervention, a constant vigilance, and more collaborative effort among all the stakeholders. So to this end, the experts that is there from the National Commission, and also the expert from our state, would definitely be available to clear all your practical questions and practical action points that needs to be taken so that there can be a way forward to be implemented on the ground. Together as a community, we need to create more awareness in the grassroots to enable our children to thrive and grow in a more secure online environment. So in conclusion, to put it shortly, let me encourage each one of us to recommit ourselves to the cause of our children's safety, both offline and online. Thank you very much.
Sort of, it just ingrained into our system. So the use of technology increased, and of course, with that, exploitation also increased. There has been some sort of, the data shows that there has been sort of a surge in online abuse. So let's start, let's go to the next slide. Let's go ahead. Okay, so enormity of the issue, next go. Yeah, so it's just, it's across the globe that, you know, we see a huge surge. So it's said that by 2030, there will be 3.5 billion children who will be, you know, using this online platform. Like our classes, we had computer classes. Now it's like a mandatory class where you have other classes. The main class is computer and everything else is happening along with it. Ours was a side thing and it's mandatory. Otherwise you're somewhere far behind. Like what's happening in the world, you don't have information. You can't complete your project without doing research. Like as adults also, we have to do our research. What's happening in the other country? Okay, let's see. So computer, like internet is giving us a lot of benefits. It's connecting people, it's giving us so much information, but it has its own challenges. So there is edtech explosion. Suddenly, everyone is in the edtech field. Online education has grown. Social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, TikTok recently banned, but these have been there for some time.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.